Welcome back, everybody. I'm Nyx, and we are on episode 24 of our Styx playthrough, and we are hopefully going to get through 2 more missions today. I did do a little bit of some prep for this one. We are looking at mission Opulence, which is a collection and sourcing of large amounts of materials. And so when we have those, usually it just involves you guys staring at me while I stare at a plant growing. And that's just no fun for anyone. So I did go ahead and get an idea of what we might be looking at for Opulence and got some stuff together. We'll need to grab a couple things on our way, but I did get the majority of stuff so that we can fall right into this one, which is Halcyon? Halcyon? I have no idea how to say that, but you know, that one. So let's just dive right in.
ACS just put a contract up.
Okay.
They heard that you'll
there we
take
go.
any job that pays well.
Okay. Thanks, so. I guess we do.
The ACS might be loud, weird, and paranoid, but they got the tech and the cash to do whatever they want.
Wow, that is out there.
Let's get searching.
Okay, so we're gonna head all the way out to that radar area, which I was trying to decide. Might honestly be quicker to run through our little desert, through this cave, and then loop back around to it. Our main thing is we don't want our food to go bad. And so I think that's finding the quickest route really is going to matter and taking our fastest mount. With the things that we need to get together, I have in here, it needed some Arctic pelts, refined wood, refined gold, platinum weave, coffee and tea leaves, and then cocoa seeds, which they need 120 cocoa seeds, coffee, and tea, which this is part of the reason why it was taking so long, because I knew that was going to take us a minute to get together. We also have with some foods. And so time before spoil is 2.3 hours. So we should be fine as far as the food goes. And then we also are going to need coconuts, which they want mature coconuts. So I have some ripe coconuts to hopefully get us through before they go bad, to kind of get everything ready to go. So I did want to grab, as you can see, we need another freezer. I was running out of space. So I figured we'd just grab everything and basically go so that we can get there as quick as possible. I did want to check real quick. Oh yeah, we got new talent points. I don't want to use those quite yet. We'll think about it, but I didn't know if I had time from spoiling on us. Seeds grow faster. Yeah, rate of decay. So one big thing about that is that if it's in a bag, you do not get that decay time boost. It will spoil faster in the bag than it will on your person. So if you can avoid it, you don't want to put these in bags. But at the same time, sometimes you need to put things in bags because you don't have enough slots for how much food it requires you to get. And in those cases, having like a Tusker with the decreased rate of spoiling helps a lot. Now, I have 93 tea leaves, so we do need to get some more tea leaves on our way. And I figured we would probably find some in the process, or we can definitely find some over in that, the terraces area. So, terraces, include whatever this section is called. I can't remember for sure. So, yeah, frozen traverse terraces. There we go. So, I figured we can find some tea leaves over there, but we needed 20 each of all of the pies and our coconuts. And we're off. I'm gonna try to be as speedy as possible. While we do have hours, it's still not something we want to get too crazy about. Didn't mean to give you that one, but that's okay. Put him on follow. H is currently our fastest. We have some newer ones that are not far behind, but he is still our fastest at the moment. We are just in our leather armor, so we might get a little toasty, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Ooh, tea leaf. Oh, did I put my scythe away? A sickle? Alright, 100 tea. We're making progress. Just need 20 more. I'm sure we can find that. There we go. $111. I thought I got that one. 122. Perfect. I figured we'd be able to find it on the way out, but honestly, the biggest part of this is going to be those coconuts. Trying to make sure that we have 3 that aren't spoiled. However, we are going to be passing through the desert, and we're not that far away from it. So with that situation, we can always dive back in. There's a bunch of trees and a little oasis right there, and we can get some more coconuts from there if we need to. The forecast is just looking real aggressive right now, which I don't love. Oh, I did not grab more food buffs for myself. This should be fun. Hopefully we don't get into a fight with anything. Told myself I was going to grab all that stuff, and then I just didn't. Yep, I see you, polar bear. You just leave us be. We're just going to keep running. Just keep running, just keep running. Thankfully, they really don't run that fast. Yeah, we should be fine. We actually do okay in this armor. Decent sort of a middle ground. We'll see how we fare in the desert. Borderline hot, but not too horribly bad. Oh, let's get our water back. That'll help cool us off a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That water takes the edge off. Oh, I hope I'm going the right direction. I started running this way because I want to be back this way, but then I kind of forgot that these don't always all end up in the same place. Fingers crossed. Yeah, okay. Oh, I know where we are. Just like last time. We were up there. Just gonna work our way through. Turn our light out. It's nice and early in the morning, so I'm hoping we can get there and back before I think it's too late in the day. Don't bother us, Cougar. We won't bother you. Sometimes the hardest part about this is trying to find a way down. It's quite crowded. Oh, is that our cave that we want? No, that's not our cave. We want to go down and around. That'd be nice if that cave went through, but as far as I'm aware, it does not. Getting more toasty the further in we go. I haven't actually noticed if, or I guess paid attention, if being in the shade versus being in the middle of the desert makes a difference for the heat levels. Might have to pay more attention to that. We're not in the shade really long enough, I think, for that to have done anything. No, it doesn't seem to register that necessarily. Must just be the further we come into the desert, the hotter it gets. Because it really wasn't too bad back in that valley, around all those rocks. Light back on. Nice deep. See, these always seem to be a lot more... what am I looking for? This. Cooling effects. Oh. Oh, okay. Good job. That never works that well. So many wolves. Oh my gosh, there's so many animals. Okay, just keep on running. We'll probably have to wait for a second to let the coconuts finish processing. But that was my hope. I had a feeling it wouldn't work to have them already at the mature state by the time we get there. Don't fall in a crevice. A crevasse. However you want to say it. I think we jokingly say crevasse a lot here at home, but it's always more fun to use different ways to say words. You just stay over there, Mr. Wolf. We're on a mission. There we go. And everything matches our... Oh my gosh. Everything matches our list of things. So as soon as it comes in here, your food will stop spoiling. So you can keep that in mind. 1 mature coconut. 100. 20 tea leaves. 60 Arctic pelts, 400 refined wood, 120 cocoa beans, and 120... Or sorry, cocoa seeds and 120 coffee beans. And if we do this, they should degrade at the same rate, and we should get 2 mature coconuts. Is that all that we have left? Oh my gosh. Oh no. I think it might have been a misprint. Oh, that's gonna be disappointing. 2 mature coconuts. So on the website that I looked at, it said cocoa beans. Or cocoa seeds. It specifically said cocoa seeds. And on here it says cocoa. So we are going to have a little bit of searching to do. We need to find 120 cocoa Oh no, that's so frustrating. Okay, surely there's got to be a lot here because this game was made to have you land up here and do this. So I'm sure we can find some cocoa plants as we wander through this area. See, I didn't do the whole thing without you. Just, you know, part of it. So those are coffee. We need cocoa. Of course, there's a bunch of jaguars and everything around the cocoa. It's fine. Alright, come here, H. They're all doing their thing. How many did that get us? 16. Well, this should be fun, guys. Okay. Let's go search up this way a bit more. We'll leave the snacks for everybody else. At least the cocoa is pretty obvious. The plants are. Just kind of like weave around. Make sure we don't miss anything. There's some tea there. Here's a little bit. $39. Might loop up the terrace a little bit. I don't think I see any down that way right now. They are usually in clumps with each other. There we go. Nice clump of them. $68. $74. I missed. Oh, nope. That was rude. H, have I not unlocked your ability? I have not. Good to know. Did we get all the beans down here? No, we did not. $80. We're doing okay. It shouldn't take too long. Oh yeah, look, we've got some more plants up here. 86. 95. 101. One more good batch of them and we should be set. Lots of yeast. We have so much meat at home right now that I don't really want to waste the time trying to carve up creatures, so... Oh, the coffee. Well, we're gonna have hot cocoa for days, that's for sure. At home. I really don't need you chasing me. Though I am being a little wasteful of those bullets. I should probably move over to the slugs. Or the buckshot? I think it's buckshot. Come here, buddy. Well, if you want to hunt jaguar and bear, this is the place to do it. They are everywhere. 112. Yeah, I heard you, buddy. Yeah, he's running up there to go eat that jaguar, getting himself some dinner. See if we can sneak by. Perfect. Oh, this last 9 is gonna be stubborn. Maybe? I think I might have saw something over here. Berries. Berries and berries. I do not need any berries, nor cream. We do need a cow, though. I would like to start doing some cooking and make some cake. That would be nice. Some big caves. What in the heck? I know, bees. I don't want you right now. No. Oh, they're there. Okay. 118. 124. Alright, back we go. Down the hill. Well, thankfully, of all the things to not have on there properly, that's all it was, because otherwise this would have been a lot more annoying if we had to run all the way back, but this works out fine. So, lesson learned. It is cocoa, not cocoa seeds. And I was really quite annoyed when it said cocoa seeds. Like, who in the world is going to go find 120 cocoa seeds? It took forever, and I had to use the seed machine to break them down. It was just a whole thing. And that's why, because it's not supposed to be seeds. So, Icarus Wiki has a typo, in case y'all are wondering. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's do... $120.
Well,
There we go,
put a
guys.
bow on it, 'cause you're done here. The
Okay.
ACS tend to value results, and you're delivering them. They'll like that.
Thanks, Sol. I thought we were pretty likable, too. We're gonna run back through this Arctic region. We're gonna run back home and look into starting that other mission. I know we have the contact device, or the contact remote, but I forgot my Arctic armor, and this next one I'm pretty sure is in the Arctic, so we're gonna have to run back anyways. And we don't have any of our food buffs, so there's lots of reasons why we need to run back home. But that's how I'll usually do most of these mass gathering ones. I like to start off fresh with some of our missions, but with those gathering ones, they take so long that I usually just gather the supplies before we start so we can do 2 in 1. But I think we should be... yeah. We're all set there. We're gonna run through here. I'll bring you guys back when we get home and getting ready to go to our next mission. Quick detour, guys. I really wanted to get some stuff for epoxy. We're really low. We're very, very low on epoxy. So, elephants it is. And hopefully we can get some tusks. We did not from that one. I saw another one up this way. So, fingers crossed. Get one from this one. Actually gonna switch back. Initially I had the explosive bullets in here. Turn your head, buddy. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that was fun. Just did a whole somersault. Please, please, please. I really just need some epoxy. None. Not a single one. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. Well, we tried. I'll see you guys back at base. Alright guys, it's bright and early. We just woke up. We are all set back at the base. Ugh, I loved how this room turned out. It's just so fun. I do want to get something to set up on this dresser, like some statue maybe, like the decoration statues that they have with the condensed enzymes. We might do an enzyme wave at some point. I don't know. That's for the future, but we need some decoration on top of this. But aside from that, I do really like how this room turned out. Just cozy. Now I'm just going to preemptively swap into our Arctic armor. And let's come down here and see exactly what we're facing. Because I vaguely remember someone else doing this mission. I think it was Ironside did it. Oh yes, it was our introduction to Bull Vader with him. So, if you guys have seen any of that, you might know exactly what we're getting into. I caught part of it. I didn't see all of it, but enough to know what I think we might be getting into.
ACS might have all the tech in the world, but they need someone who knows Icarus. Wildlife's been causing problems for their people down there. It's been making a hell of a mess and not leaving a lot of witnesses. So they're not exactly sure what kind of predator you're hunting or how many there could be. But you can handle that, right?
Yeah, sure. Sounds great.
I don't get the ACS, but out here, they need you as much as you need them. They need you to find this thing, and fast, before it does any more damage. So check your map and get going.
Alright, before any damage.
They're being overrun by critters near here. Sites will be marked on your map. Head out there and clear it out.
Thanks for the info, buddy. Okay, I do want to make just a little bit more food. So we've got our stringy jerky. We need to make some more of our rolls. Let's see, we need avocado, meat, mushroom, mara carrot. Gotta have our pastries. I think that was everything. Mushroom, yeah. One with the carrot first. Yep. Ten of those and 10 of those. Perfect. And then yeah, shepherd's pie, so potatoes and tomatoes. Perfect. What can we do with the giant steaks? Watermelon. Well, that's pretty handy. I think we have watermelon. We have 3 watermelons. 100% health regen. That's pretty wild. 100% health regen. It's only 125 maximum health and stamina 75%. But that 100% health regen is probably super, super helpful in the long run. There was more than just... Yeah. Like, you're only making 3. There we go. Sure takes a minute. There we go. Got some of those foods. We're gonna stick those in there for a second. Drop off some coffee and tea leaves. And then we're gonna plant some more watermelon really quick. And oh, what else do we need? I did like having the strawberries. They're nice for the animal food. And I feel like we're always a little short on carrots. So we'll just have a couple more carrots. Yeah. We're actually completely out of carrots, so that works out. Those strawberries, right? Yeah. Perfect. Got some wheat growing. Our bees are doing well. Just let that keep on trucking. And food is done. Okay. I really want to take that watermelon steak with us since we've got 4 spots. I just might not do the... Ah, perfect. We'll take the jerky as well because we've only got 3 of them. But yeah, I think I like that idea. I'm going to drop some of these. I don't need all of them. Let's grab our food. Do a little sorteroonie here. Just gonna go in there for now. Okay. Now, before I forget, I do want to make sure I pull out the ammo. Just a little bit of everything. It's much more than we need, but just as a make sure. This can go in there. I don't think we're going to use that at all. Okay. Let's switch these to that for right now. And then these, I think we'll keep on the obsidians. I think this fire is going to do really well against polar bears. So, fingers crossed. Alright, we've got food for the animals, we've got food for ourselves, we might top off our water really quick. One day I'll get around to actually building the electric waters. I'll go ahead and eat these two. Alright. And then we are going to take Teddy with us. He's a big old boy, and he is built to withstand what we are headed to. So hopefully he does well. Oh, and a skill point. Okay. Max health. Oh, which one do we want to do, guys? Movement speed in the Arctic would be nice, but I also kind of like want to keep buffing up his health regen. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm on follow. We might use him during this battle. I don't know. But I know he does some pretty good damage against wolves. So I think he'll probably do okay against most things. I don't think he'll completely hold his own against a mama bear, but we'll find out. Actually, we are going to finally do something real smart, which is make some hot cocoa. We have all the things. We just need to make a thermos. I don't know why we haven't. You stay there. We need to stop, you know, neglecting ourselves. I unlocked it forever ago. All we need is steel, glass, and epoxy, which we definitely have. So I made more. Steel. Glass. And epoxy. Is that not enough epoxy? So close. Almost. Steal that one. And we'll steal that. Try that again. Perfect. I think we just need to put water in this. Also, I keep doing that. I don't really have to. We have a sink. Don't we? Did I put a sink in a different building and not this one? Wow. Well, once we have a sink, you can fill up your stuff in a sink. So we'll have to build one of those as well one of these days. So coffee. We're gonna set this in here. Cocoa helps food consumption. Coffee does max stamina. Tea does health regen. And water consumption, which we have a good amount of stamina. We have a good amount of health regen too, but let's do stamina. So we'll do coffee. Or sorry, cocoa? Coffee. Cocoa is for consumption. Yep. That's what we want. No, not that one. We'll just grab whichever one's closest. So we're gonna let that cook. It's just gonna take a minute, and that way we can be warm on the way out. And you drink so little of warm drinks, so if you are gonna be anywhere but the desert, you can still use like cocoa and stuff like that in the like forested areas, because it will last you a lot longer, I feel like. At least it seems to. The other thing is that because I'm putting it in a thermos, like, I honestly don't know exactly what, it might be the cooling, like, benefit. I don't know. I don't know what the benefit is of the thermos, actually, because I know you can make warm drinks in the other containers and they'll stay warm. So I really don't know for sure what the benefit is, but either way, we now have hot coffee. $11. Plenty of time. Make sure we don't have any extras. Yeah, okay. Now we can head out. No, Teddy. I'm literally about to feed you. Just stay there. Come here. I literally just fed you. God, he's so dramatic sometimes, you know? There. Double food. You're all set. Why I always expect these guys to have like little stubby tails, like almost like they were docked, and then they have these big long tails, and I love it, but it throws me off for some reason. He honestly gets around pretty good. They're slow as all get out when they are pulling a cart, but his stamina is pretty beefy right now, and he moves pretty quick, so I think he'll probably fare just fine for what we're headed into. But we're gonna run up this way, and I will bring you guys back as we're headed into the zone that we're supposed to be investigating. Alright guys, we're looping our way back through. So previously, a couple episodes ago, we did all the scorpion bosses, and so their arenas did move. So this is one of the other arena locations over here in the Arctic wall. Arctic. We're gonna loop up around. I don't really want to test him against a polar bear right now because I'd like to preserve all of his health. He's got a lot of health, but we're gonna preserve it. You can sneak around the backside of this. I've definitely had some times where I was like, I don't know if I have to run through the middle of this and activate it or not. And you do not. You can sneak around this backside. Just don't run through the middle unless you want to deal with a scorpion and a bunch of polar bears. Okay. So it looks like we have a little ways until we get to what we're investigating. Okay, got a polar bear up the way and a mammoth. Looks like we're going to be down around the edge a little bit. Because we're using our rifle, I'm just going to expect this polar bear to come down the way at some point. But he's going to respawn in pretty quickly, so I don't want to get too crazy with it. Of course, there's an Arctic scorpion right there.
You're gonna have your work cut out for you around here. Heads up.
Clear. Bear cubs. Okay. Let's see how he manages against them, to be honest. There they are. Okay, he manages. It's not too bad. Okay. Quick enough that we're not having too much other trouble and we're not drawing any extra trouble with using guns. And this is just his basic attack. This isn't anything extra fancy, so. the main reason for using him is I really just didn't want to deal with the gunshots calling a bunch of stuff in. 30 cubs is going to take a second, though. But he's completely regenerating his stamina between. Apparently you can get criticals on these guys, which is interesting. Didn't really think about getting a critical hit while on a animal. Actually, backing up slightly while you're doing it helps you hit those criticals a lot easier. You can't sneak underneath. Yep, every single one's a critical if you just slowly back them up as they go. They all come from the same area, which is also nice. Lots of criticals on that one. That's okay. I almost wish they'd send more than one at a time. A little bit of a break. Did we get too far away? We might have got a little too far away. Oh, would you look at that? 2 at once. Okay, now we're getting a few more. I wonder if they got stuck. A little stamina regen back in. On the new side. Okay. This is really too easy, to be honest. Yeah, the head hit, but not fully critical, still ends up doing about the same amount of damage. It's the 141 versus the 140. And he's causing some minor damage as well. Which he's a wild type, and then he also has the blunt trauma, I think. So, lots of extras that he gets. Thought his hemorrhage was going to take care of it, but little guy got one bite in. I think he's causing a hemorrhage or a blunt force every time, which is great. Looks like we've got 9 more. Don't need anyone coming to be friends behind us. You just do your own things over there, buddies. Teddy is just an OG right now. I'm really quite happy with him. No wasted ammo. No wasted health. 5 more. We're so close. 30 bear cubs. Like, how many adults are we gonna have to deal with? You've been hoarding a lot of babies. Okay, those are more adult sounds. So I think we might have a buddy coming by soon. We'll find out. He's causing good trauma, but I don't think he's causing enough that I would want him to take on an adult. Really? I think he could, like, help me out in the fight, but I wouldn't want him to be doing it sole. I'd like him to have some help, I think. Oh, is this the last one? Okay. Let's see what we get.
Alright, we're closing in on it. We can triangulate the general zone of its den, or lair, or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Time to end this.
Got an extra that came to join the party. Is that... That's not it, is it? Let's just come down a little bit over here. I'm surprised he was just hanging out back there. Okay. Well, that was nice of that to not come bother us too much. Says it should be right out there. Investigate the polar bear den. I don't see... Is that the den?
You're on, partner. Get ready.
Ooh. Here, buddy. Okay. Are you on defensive? Yeah, you can follow. She's got a lot of babies with her. Okay, she's on fire. Here we go.
It's down. Good kill.
That's a lot of babies.
You did what you came to do.
What did we?
The ACS are paranoid. When you tick their boxes, good things happen. I'd say you're on the right track.
Thank you to Teddy, because we were all out of food buffs. And we didn't even use our fancy things. We just went to town. I do want this. Did we get anything special? Because it was a... No? Nothing fancy? Just a good old standard. Okay, well. I guess that's not so bad. We could get ourselves a mammoth. Maybe we'll do this polar bear. reload really quick, and then we'll get ourselves a mammoth and hopefully get some tusks because we are needing epoxy. I am a fan of obsidian, guys. This stuff is really doing the world a service. I think, is the fire gonna do it? Yeah, the fire took care of it for us. Okay. But in the Arctic, use things that cause fire because I think it froze them a little bit. Like they couldn't move. And that was getting burn damage. Which is just fantastic. Okay, you, buddy, can take this giant tusk from me. Look at you. Let's do movement speed in the Arctic, because your health is just fine. And we'll take that. Okay. Well, guys, let's run back. Honestly, we cruised through both of those quite quickly. So, ooh. Oh, double Vespers. We're just getting low on our... guano. Wonderful. Come here, guys. Get all you guys taken care of before... Would you look at that? I really don't mind the Vespers if you don't, like, accidentally fall upon them. It's when you... Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah. That can go in there. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No! What just happened? Not my guano! Why? Oh, that makes me so unhappy. But my guano. Sad day, guys. Sad day. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess we'll head back up. I'd rather not deal with those Arctic scorpions. They're the worst. They're really barely a step down, it feels like, from the scorpion bosses. They are just tanky, so. But, anywho, let's run back to base and then see what it takes to do some upgrades, because I haven't done too much with the base outside of adding in the windmill there, because we definitely were needing something to mass produce a little better. And I definitely wasn't going to make another one of those tier 4 processors, because those things are expensive. But I have really wanted to get us the water and oxygen tier 4 things, and I unlocked it a while ago, but we don't have a fish tank in the house, and we don't have an electrical water pump. Like, there's so many things that we... Oh, I did this again. We have to unstuck from here. There's no way out. Unstuck. Alright. Round 2. We'll have to see. I'm sure we don't have enough, like, exotics to do everything. Ooh. Let's do here. And then here. There we go. But we might be able to at least get a couple things, which would be cool. Oh, this polar bear is definitely going to chase us. Let's go ahead and get a little stamina back. As easy as it is to get them with that obsidian ammo, I don't have an endless supply on this planet, so we're going to just run. And keep running. Alright, for real this time, I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. So I figured we would see what we've got. We've only got 14 electronics, but we have lots and lots of stuff to make more electronics. And because we have those tusks, which I think are just finishing up. Perfect. Got 100 here. And we've got a bunch of organic resin outside as on the windmill as well as here. So I figured we just what are we missing? Old wire. Okay. Not a big deal. So I figured we'd make just a little bit of the electronics up, and then we can see what we might be able to make. Okay, so we're gonna need an electric water pump. Steel, concrete, we can do that. A little concrete to make from what's left over there. And then I think that was all we needed. Yeah, get our electric water pump together. And then because it's dark outside, we're gonna go ahead and go to sleep real quick because I don't want our battery to run out while we're using all these machineries. Alrighty. Let's swap out our water pump real quick. And then with that we can do... What is this gonna need? Titanium plate and aluminum. So let's go ahead and make up some titanium plate. Let's just do like 5. We have quite a bit of titanium. So let that work while we get our water pump swapped out. We're gonna need to change out our wiring. Okay. Is that biofuel? Electric. Hopefully she's not too noisy on us. Okay, and then we might just run the electric up to the house since we've already got a spot over here. I can get out of the water. Perfect. There we go. That will make it much more manageable to have. Oh, we needed aluminum. That's what it was. Should make it a lot more manageable. We don't have to worry about the biofuel all the time anymore. Water purifier. And we'll want our oxygen as well. We've got all of the biofuel now. Put that up there. Perfect. Some more electronics started. We have so much copper, it's not even funny. just take it all. Want to make sure we don't get our hands too full here. Just grab the glass out of there, and then we can do the rest of it. And we need the oxygen. 20 electronics and 70 copper wire. What do we have over here? 15 electronics. Go ahead and do that. I think we might end up still with some copper wire on the back side. I think it was 50. I wasn't paying attention. Electric water purifier, that's what we already have. $70. No problem. Beautiful. Now, the question is, where do we want to stick these? I was kind of thinking to put the water purifier in this room. Just because it already has our, like, water tanks in here. Because why not, you know? So we can do that. We're definitely going to have to get some solar running, I think. See if that, we're in a bit of a ditch. There we go. Does that go through the floor too much? No, not bad at all. Okay. Perfect. Let's see what our electrical is looking like right now. Demand, supply. Okay. We're actually doing okay. Not bad at all. Demand, supply, beautiful. Okay. And then for the oxygen... Didn't mean to fall in there. Ah, we're in a hole. Cover this back up. I'm not quite sure. We could still put it here. Let's see how we feel about that. I don't know. I'm not against that. Let's back it up a little bit, though. At the same time, I kind of don't mind it right here, either. Yeah, I feel like that opens it up a bit better. Makes a bit more space for us. Let's do that. And that'll be a piece of cake to wire in. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Close. Perfect. Easy. And I love how when you stick these on here, they just like pop right in. How cool is that? Which looks like you got your tanks all hooked up. Turn our light on. And you can put so much in there. So if you do have large groups, these work perfect. So everyone can have all the things that they need. And then for the water purifier, it's also can just hold on to, let's see. First off, look at that, already full. And then they just hang out like this on there. I think it looks pretty cool. Love it. Alright, we don't really need, so the oxygen runs off of the water and like it pulls water from the oxygen, or the oxygen is pulled from the water. There we go. Sorry guys, that was a really hard sentence for me for some reason. But because of that, you don't have to use the oxite and the sulfur anymore. Oxite is not needed, which is great. Now, since we have those, we can build fish tank. Where are the fish tanks built? Now I'm questioning myself. I thought I unlocked them. Oh, aquarium. That's why. I don't have... Our house is too small for the advanced aquarium. That's much too large. So we're gonna do a smaller aquarium. Not the basic. Or sorry, it's not gonna be the giant one, but this works fine. Oh, we want we want carbon in its paste form. So gold, platinum, glass, 5 electronics, we can manage that. Make a couple more. Easy peasy. I can't remember exactly how much it said, so we'll grab 60. And then we need silica, aluminum, resin, and epoxy. I think I had some aluminum brewing over here somewhere. No, I did not. Okay. We have plenty of aluminum in the cabinets, but I just haven't been... yeah. Just haven't been processing it, so we'll stick her in here. And get it processing. I hid a bunch of wood somewhere. There it is. Like, I know I have a bunch of wood somewhere. I just don't remember where it is. Oh, nope, over here. What are we short on? Short on resin. Not a problem. Resin we can do. You know, let's just go ahead and do all of it because we'll probably use it at some point. Some composites mixing. Add to our titanium. Want to make sure that we keep stocked up on everything. Especially now that I have the place to store it. Alrighty. That should be everything, right? Advanced aquarium. And then I'm gonna leave this over here. So if we do need something, oh goodness, we will be okay. We might be able to stick one of those giant aquariums in the shop. So we'll keep that in mind. Where do I want to put this? It is quite large. Wouldn't be bad right there if we removed the window. Though, if you can see through it, I don't hate that either. It kind of lets some natural light into it. I'd also thought about putting it up here in the bedroom, but I feel like we filled in the space pretty well. We could put a small one there, but I think that's going to be too big. It's going to make it feel kind of crowded. So, let's move this picture up. It's walking through the swamp. Does it need a picture? Yeah. Swamp, swamp, swamp. Though fishing over the top of that would actually be kind of amusing. I know I have that picture up there somewhere else. Do we have a fishing pole? Or is that a gun? I can't really tell, to be honest. I think it's a gun, but we can pretend it's a fishing pole. Alrighty. That. Get some water hooked up. Just like that. Oh, I do like it with the window behind. Yay! Now we just need the last thing on our list is a fishing bench, because we have no way to catch fish right now. We don't have a fishing rod, we don't have a fishing bench, we need all the things, and honestly I wanted to make some of the fish, like fishing foods anyways. So this should be a nice little segue into that, I think. Basic fishing bench. What do we have? 38 points. We're absolutely going for the fishing traps because I am really not about sitting there and fishing the whole time, so. Styx Oasis. Cool. We can do that. I don't think we need that yet. We have a fishing rod. Okay, let's make our fishing bench because I know that's where we'll make these traps. I definitely prefer the traps over the fishing rods. Copper nails. Well, copper nails. We can do that. We can do that so well. We have 70. Perfect. I think these go outside. So the question is, where do we want to put it? Wouldn't mind it going on the patio. I don't know how much space I have over here. How do I feel about that? Maybe over here. I don't know why, but it just feels a little weird there. Yeah, I feel better about that. I don't know why, but I feel better about that. So, advanced fishing trap, platinum weave, 5, and 10 iron ingot. So let's make 2 of them. If we can. We absolutely can. Okay. It's so nice when we have all the things that we need. Went through a little bit of a phase where I just didn't have all the stuff. Okay. And the best part about this being between the rivers is we can just deploy these right out here. So we're going to pick this up because we don't need it anymore. Apparently we're out of the charcoal anyways. Just like that. And now they can do the fishing things. And so the other ones have smaller, I think they only have like 4 or 6, maybe 6. And these have a lure slot that you can put in there, which is nice. I didn't unlock the lures, but I guess we could take a peek. Might as well go full advanced lure. But I would love to put a fish in our fish tank. Okay, being impatient. Let's go build some lures. See what we want. We want quality, I think. So advanced lures. Let's see. Gold. 25% quality. Did I just have a jaguar yell at me? No, he's just down there. Okay. 25% quality. Length of caught fish. Weight of caught fish. Ooh, 80% white jelly. I hate that. Quality, length. I like the rare fish. So 20% weight, 20% length. Well, I don't think we have a bunch of poison sacks on us, but we can definitely do fat and iron nails. And then let's do length, weight, length, weight. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's do, we need 2 more iron ingots and 2 iron nails and 2 fat. I'll put 1 in each. Let's have some fat. Oh, I used it all. That's okay. No big deal. We don't want any of these T-bones. Not useful to us. We'll go get nails and we'll come back and grab those. Let's grab a couple ingots. I have nails somewhere. I know I have a ton of nails. Somewhere. Maybe. Possibly? So many copper nails. Okay, last spot. Haha. Nails. No wastefulness here. Perfect. We'll grab this. And we'll turn it to fat. Just need 2. 1. 2. That finish up. Okay, so rare fish. Ooh, it is saltwater. Oh, I didn't catch on to that. It doesn't specifically say that it has to be... we'll see what it gets us. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is freshwater, but I'm not sure where to find saltwater, to be honest. We'll find out. We caught a sponge. Oh my goodness. How fun. Gosh darn it. Ooh. A sunset trout. Freshwater. Uncommon. Great. This is for freshwater. Okay. Let's go stick our trout in our fish tank. We can fit 4. Ah, yay, we have fish. I love it. They did a good job with these tanks, honestly. I'm a fan of them. I know if the fish get really big, sometimes they stick out the side of the glass. At least they used to do that. But not too bad. Let's make sure we don't have all our food going bad, because I've definitely, as you can see, forgotten a few times. Just a few. Let's see if we get lucky. Nope. Where's my mouse? There we go. Nope. Okay. Well, we'll leave those be, and then next episode we'll come back through and see if we have any new fish that we have caught. But we've now got... We can do fish... If you want to do like fillets and stuff, you process the fish. So there's two different sides. There's the crafting, and then there's the filleting. I know people get confused on that a lot because it's... You don't quite jump straight to it. It's not super clear. But it's like the alterations bench, crafting side, and the functional side, I guess. So this is for crafting and then filleting the fish. Saltwater fillets, freshwater fillets, and you do get to, you click and you choose how many you want to do, because it used to be that it would just, you set it in there and it would start processing it. So that way you can keep that in mind. And these are 1 per 3 1/3 kgs of fish. Or, so you get 1 fillet per 3.3 kgs of fish. So if you have a, I don't know, 7 kg fish, you should get 2 fillets from it, basically. Let's do one last check. Another sponge! Wow! We're so talented. I hate sponges. Okay, well either way, that was a really fun day. I feel like we didn't even come close to dying, which was great because that happens sometimes, and I'm glad we didn't have to do that this time. And we have a lovely patio. We're gonna have to stick something against that wall though, because sitting out here, it just feels like it needs something more. But we have our fishing bench, which makes me really happy. And in the next episode, we are going to do the next section. I don't remember exactly which. I think it might be the tradesman for the vestiges, I think. So we'll do that, assuming that we don't have to unlock something else first. We might have to. And if it's as quick as the cultivation one was, we'll probably do a second mission as well. But we are rocking and rolling through these now that we've hit the kind of big ones. And we'll move on to the great hunts as soon as we finish all these missions. But I expect us to be through these hopefully by the end of the month, I think. And in April we can start on the great hunts, possibly. But we'll see how it goes. But if you are enjoying it, feel free to give a like, subscribe, join the Discord. The link is in my bio. I do have it set, so just let me know if for some reason it's not working, because it has to get reset after so many people join. We are a very early community, so we're just getting started, but absolutely get in there, ask questions, talk with people. We've got a really great group that's forming, and I'm just having a blast with everything. We'll be back on our live streams again, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll have updates in the Discord, the schedule's in the Discord still. Hint, hint, join the Discord. But otherwise, have a great rest of your day, guys, and I'll see ya in the next.